But Peter, you are saying at the same time that hundreds, tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of Palestinians now have revenge on their minds. They want to avenge the death of their loved ones, which, as you point out, is just human nature. I mean, there's nothing mystifying in particular about that. And I
Yeah.
don't think either of us would have expected it to go on this long and in such
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
devastating manner. And it's been shocking. But I think that in some ways, the one state argument
Yeah.
becomes more compelling, but in other ways, it becomes less compelling
Hmm.
because it becomes harder to imagine these two peoples
Right.
who hate each other now more than ever living side by side. Do Palestinians really want to live in the same state as the very people who committed such atrocities against them? Like maybe now there's, in a sort of counterintuitive way, the argument becomes stronger for just separate states. These people will never be able to live together.
Right. I mean, I think part of the challenges that we haven't answering the question is because Palestinians are not allowed to basically express themselves politically by holding elections, for instance, that it's really hard for us to know. I think you are right that there are some Palestinians who might say, yes, now this is an argument. Now we want just separation, right? Except that it's really, again, the facts on the ground don't really, I think, offer that as a real, as much as a real possibility. There are other Palestinians who may have moved, let's say, in the direction of moving from a South Africa style answer to an Algeria kind of style answer. I mean, I think in the actual historical story of Algeria is more complicated, but we tend to think of Algeria as basically just the story of the expulsion of the French settlers. But I think that so yes, I think we are further away. We're further away from any just or peaceful solution now. But I also think that if there is that in a way, if you've dug yourself a hole, the first thing you do is stop digging, right?